Hello and welcome to the This Calls for Confetti YouTube channel. I am Karen and today we're going to make a shaker card using the What Lies Within die set, Spooky Sparkles clay mix, Cosmos Dazzle Dots, and a piece of the A2 clear plastic. First, you're going to die cut each of the pieces. You're going to need one black from the die that has the windows in it. This is going to go on the front side of our plastic. And then to make our shaker, we need the other die cut in a yellow and die cut in a fun foam. Now, to make our life easier, we're going to cut off part of this tree, the limb part. This just makes adhering our two pieces together so much easier. A lot of little bitty parts that we want to make sure are stuck together. This is really, really important in this step. So we're going to use some liquid adhesive. We're going to go all the way around our die cut, making sure that we have covered all of the little bitty pieces like the fence and then the little tower windows that are over to the side. Now remember, we cut off part of that tree and that was to make these pieces go together so much easier. We're going to add that fun foam to the back. This gives us the dimension that we need for our shaker card. Our next step is going to be to add our acetate sheet to the front of the card. We're going to actually sandwich this between the two layers. So it's going to go between the yellow layer and then the top black layer that has the bats on it. I do weight this down for just a minute under a very heavy acrylic block. It just helps it to stick better because you're adhering paper to acetate. Now I'm going to come in and add the black top layer. This is actually on the very, very top of our card, and we're going to take this and line it up over the yellow beneath. This is going to be what gives us the shine in the window, like the lights are on. It also gives a moon behind the bats. Now, you do not have to add this layer if you don't want to. You could just have the black bat layer to your card. But I like the addition of that moon and the lights underneath. So here we're going to take an ink blended background and I'm going to just stick some bats down. I'm using the Spooky Sparkles mix. I love this mix for the little bats that are in there and the ghost, and this is one of my favorite things to do with the clay mixes, is to pull out the pieces that work with my project. A very important step in this is going to be adding the It's No Secret to the inside of the acetate. This helps to take out any glue that might be sticking around, and it also helps with static. So we've added in the Cosmos Dazzle Dots, and now I'm going to go through my Spooky Sparklers mix and I am going to pull out some ghosts and some stars and some bats to add to our mix and our shaker. Just pulling the pieces I want. This mix also has witch hats and some glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and I decided to leave those out in this card and focus on the stars and the ghosts, and trying to think what else was in the mix that I pulled. Oh, the bats. Those are the other ones. Now we're going to adhere this down to our ink blended background. This is important. We want to make sure that we've got a good solid line of glue so that this sticks and nothing comes out of the middle. So we're going to line it up on an edge. We're going to stick this down. Going to put some weight on it so that it sticks for just a minute. This is one of my favorite tricks, is to use a heavy acrylic block. It just really helps everything go together. And then our last step is going to be to use that liquid adhesive glue to stick it to our card front. Again, I like to line up the edges at the fold and stick this down. These dies are a A2 card front. They are perfect for making a card that has an all over design. The last thing I want to do is add a sentiment to this. So I am pulling out the Halloween sentiment strips and cutting down the word Happy Halloween. I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper, go around the edges of this to give it a little bit of white around the edges, and then we're going to stick this down to the edge and we will have a finished card. Thank you so much for being with me today as we created this quick and easy shaker card for Halloween. Make sure that you check out the other videos here on the channel and get inspired to make your own Halloween cards. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.